Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Daily Log. Let's get into it. There's a lot to go through today. Hopefully, we can get this done in under an hour, but we'll see. We'll see. First off, we've got the European Union. Just in, all new cars sold in the EU are now required to include an infrared camera that monitors the driver's eyes and face for distraction. So this is one of those things that it's coming in for a good reason, right? Or it is veiled as a good thing. And on the surface of it, I would agree that this is a positive. This is a plus. Like, this type of thing will bring down like the amount of, drunk drivers that will get to start their engines and end someone's life, the amount of exhausted drivers that need to make an emergency delivery or something like that. This look on the surface of it, this is awesome. But as the comment sections we'll get into, it can be used for nefarious means, right? Here we've got the first one, Ghost of George Orwell. Speaking of which, I need to reread 1984. I think I've only read it twice in my life. Once I was in high school, and the last time was like I want to say 2016, but I'm not sure exactly when. But yeah, I need to reread 1984. EU is becoming everything that they used to, I guess he wants to say they used to that used to scare us about communism with, 1984 was not supposed to be an instruction manual. How about installing those cameras at EU HQ in Brussels to make sure the bureaucrats are not governing while distracted? I guess nobody be buying new cars then. Listen, my dream cars, I don't know. Maybe I got lucky. But my dream cars is like the Land Rover Defender, not the new one. The new one looks like just another one of these SUVs, no character. Like, another day, I'm gonna put them up to compare, and then we'll discuss. But yeah, my dream car is the Defender, 1992 specifically. That's my favorite one. I know there's the new Puma engine and whatever, but I don't really understand this need for speed in an SUV. Listen, I think if you can do 180 kilometers, you're good. I don't know how much that is in miles, but I think if you can do 180 kilometers in an SUV, you're fine. You don't need more than that. Not an SUV. If it's like a little sports car, sure, you can go more than that. So yeah, I was saying like my dream cars is the Land Rover Defender and the 1969 Camaro. So if money is not an object, I won't have an issue as far as vehicles are concerned moving forward. As long as human beings are imperfect, there will always be arguments for extending the power of government to deal with these imperfections. The only logical stopping place is totalitarianism, unless we realize that tolerating imperfections is the price of freedom. That's deep. Thomas Sowell has some awesome quotes. I've seen a couple of his videos. A lot of what he said back in the day is still relevant today. It's crazy. It's like the more things change, the more they stay the same, right? The same philosophies that were relevant in 1984 are still relevant today. I'm buying a new car this year and I'm literally targeting 2015 and older. These new cars are ridiculous. Ugly. 100% they are ugly. They are hideous. Invasive. Cheaply made. And now they're going to point a camera at you the entire time. I'd rather pay for extra gas. See ya. I'm with Nick. The almighty piece of tape. I don't know what this is saying, but sure. Distraction. It's identification. Yeah, essentially, that's what it is. Just in the House voted overwhelmingly. Okay, this is something else. The EU Commission are the only Nazis operating under a globalist agenda, pretending to be green and liberal, whilst being outright viciously authoritarian. Their darkest hour will eclipse Nazi Germany tenfold if we stand by and I don't know, man. Like it's a cute little picture, right? But eclipsing the Nazis tenfold, like eclipsing the Nazis that will be tough for anyone. That will be difficult for anyone to pull off. Tenfold. That feels like an exaggeration. I think no. I don't think that's what's going to happen. Big Brother is watching. Agreed. Big Brother is watching you. Oh, but let's also get rid of all buttons and slap a huge iPad on the dash. So I have to take my eyes off the road for 45 seconds to turn on my heated seat. But it's not a problem because the car drives itself, remember? The US, someone says like in the US, does the US mandate this? I don't know. I don't think this is mandated in the US. What happens if that camera is disabled? Does the car not work? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Can you just put some electrical tape over it? I bet they'll make it so the car won't start if you do that. If you did that, yeah, probably. Camera scanning every driver's face in every new car is a safety feature, sure. Detecting distraction doesn't require scanning your face, storing your biometrics, or feeding a database. But Europe insists on using it as an excuse to build a surveillance network. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. I agree. This guy says, bring it on, bitches. Sounds like people need what? Guns? I don't understand. 1984 welcomes you. Surely it's just for the driver's sake. Surely, people. That's all it is, really. In principle, that information cannot be shared with third parties, so the way the news is explained to make it more viral is a bit manipulated. Dude, Facebook wasn't supposed to be sharing our private data. And then? Jeez. Grok, is this anything different than what is in most cars sold by GM, Tesla? Let's see. Okay, so this is not new. All right. Appreciate you, Grok. Thank you, Grok. WTF, new face tracing, but VTubers maybe. For a VTuber, it must be some high quality tracking. Must be. All right, let's move on. Hold on. Let me just close this. All right. American who is a teacher's assistant to a college professor is whistleblowing on the tools being used to grade papers. He shows they are now using technology that's so advanced it can actually play back a person's typing a person typing an entire paper. It can show all their typing, backspacing, deleting, paste, everything when uploaded to Google Docs to be submitted. He shows the papers aren't being graded by the professor if these systems flag them as AI generated or using AI tools. A student would just typically automatically be assigned a fail. Now, of course, a good teacher can also manually review the paper to give a grade, but this tool shows how extremely easy it is for a teacher to just have an AI handle things. It can also detect if an AI was used to write the paper. To get around these new detection methods, AI companies are developing better humanizers and autotypers for students. What? What? Let's watch the video.
For universities and...
Is anyone else slightly concerned on what college professors can now see when you upload your paper for them to grade it? Or do you just want me to show you? Because I'm a TA grading a student's paper right now, and I kind of have to expose what this professor's been gatekeeping and show you guys like how we're grading the paper behind the scenes and what you can do to fix it. Okay, student's paper's pulled up in Google Docs. The student uploads paper in Google Docs. This is how the professor has us grade the paper. And the reason for that is because we come over here to this black dot, and when we click on it, the first thing it says is that the student did not write the paper with AI. They wrote it as a human, which is a great sign right off the bat that the student did not use ChatGPT to write this paper.
Yeah.
But when we look... Is anyone else slightly concerned on what college professors can now see when you upload your paper for them to grade it? Or close paper in Google Docs. This is how the to fix it. Okay, student's paper's pulled up in Google Docs.
Fix it, he said. To fix it. All right, buddy. All right.
The student uploads paper in Google Docs. This is how the professor has us grade the paper. And the reason for that is because we come over here to this black dot, and when we click on it, the first thing it says is that the student did not write the paper with AI. They wrote it as a human, which is a great sign right off the bat that the student did not use ChatGPT to write this paper. But when we look further, how we're actually grading it, and the thing that blows my mind on all of this is this button right here called the playwriting report. And when I click on it, what it does is it pulls up a video in real time showing exactly how the student typed out the essay. So it shows all the front spaces the student made, all of the back spaces, all of the keystrokes the student made, and it just shows a video on how the student typed out the paper, which, as you can see, the student looks like he's typing out the paper, right? He's typing it normal. It even shows all the pastes and all the edits the student made. But if you come over here, it says that there was an auto typer detected and that the student generated to simulate human typing. The text was generated to simulate human typing. You can also see how many edits and pastes the student made and how many, like how long it took him to write the paper, how many words in the paper, and the timestamp when he uploaded it into Google Docs. As you can see, the student did not write this paper, so I'm going to tell my professor and we'll see what happens. He's probably going to fail. But you can also see how many, like the editors of the paper, so the student and the professor who both made edits to this paper.
Yeah.
And then you can see the typing analysis from GPT-0 that says if it's unnatural or natural sounding. And this paper, because of the autotyper that was detected, is 2% natural sounding, and also because of the large text insertions and the unusual changes in speed and rhythm.
So the crazy thing about this is how many companies are already making...
This is nuts. This is nuts.
Software like this for universities and schools. There's a bunch of different companies that are doing it, and if we look down here, it's becoming so common that AI companies are now even developing better humanizers or autotypers to evade these technologies.
Because for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction
That are being used to grade papers. And how many schools are using these things? About 60%, actually over 60% of higher education institutions are already implementing this AI detection technology. 60% of higher education schools using this is a high number, and you know that percentage is only going to get higher. So what about the false positives? A lot of students say that their papers get flagged without them actually using AI technologies. There are new policies that are coming out at most universities that are requiring a human review before any penalties are given out. So at least if the paper gets flagged as false, a human is supposed to theoretically go in and
supposed to, and then it's going to be a trust me bro situation. But like, no, I definitely reviewed it personally myself last night. Sure thing, doc.
Review the paper to make sure that it wasn't written by AI. Now, how they're going to do that on a human level, I have no idea.
That's the question. That's the question. Jeez, this is terrible. This is, oh my goodness. Let's see the comment section. Always copy and paste your final draft into a new document. They have no right to see anything else. Well, they can fail you, right? This business about rights, they can just fail you. That's a double standard. You're using AI to grade it, LMAO. Why don't you just read it yourself? Fair, fair. I like that. I like that. So the students can't use AI, but the teachers can. And but then it's like a chicken and the egg situation, because then the counter argument is, well, the teachers need to check for AI. And how can they check for AI without using AI? You know. So the students are retards using AI to write papers, and the teachers are also retards, completely dependent on AI tools to grade papers. Wild, bro. Remember when everything had to be written by hand or typed on one of these? Listen, there was a time. There was a time. Time to throw the whole higher education system in the trash. Pointless exercise. Yeah, man. There is a necessity to overhaul the whole system. I'm not saying this is like some kind of like anarchist or something. The whole system needs to be looked at, revised, and changed, because clearly it cannot handle like the realities on the ground today. We're using systems to train people that were developed in the 70s, in the 60s, in the 80s. There's a necessity to change all of that. It's hilarious that you use AI to show us about it. Did he use AI? Yeah, he did, I guess, yeah. So teachers don't want students to use AI or other softwares to make the students' productivity better, but the professors are using softwares and AI detectors to grade papers better. Seems fair. Listen, if you want fair, get you a video game, okay? Go and play a video game if you want fair. You cannot even play a real life game and expect fairness. Go and ask anyone that's played against Argentina in the recent World Cup. There's nothing about the real world, about real life, that is fair. AI wars for school papers. The thing that blows my mind is failing a kid for using AI, yet the professor is using AI to help grade, and you're a mouse if you're a rat if you out that student. It's about field training anyway. Yeah, it's a tough situation. Way to rat the student out. Oof. Damn, that's true. He did rat out the student, doxed him and everything. I guess not. William Poop. No way you think there's a professor named Dr. Poop. This guy, I wouldn't rule it out. There's plenty of shitty professors out there. This was a funny interaction. I highly doubt that it's real or the professor has one shitty name. Dude's name is Billy Poop. Common name. I don't know, man. Billy Poop. Posting the student's name like this, maybe. All right, sure. Let's move on to the next thing. Because I listen. Clearly, this is a terrible situation. And like, where to even start? Because even if you eliminate, like, the only way to properly stop AI use would be to like make it so students can't use like PCs, for example. But then they could use the PC and have a pen and paper, and then, write whatever the AI tells them to write on the pen and paper. So yeah, the genie's out the box. And I don't think there's any way to get it back in. It just, yeah, it is what it is. Let's move on. We're going to talk about this guy here from the UK. Apparently he's an interesting guy. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast. Rupert Lowe. I never thought I would see the day when a British member of parliament would speak so openly about how utterly vile, depraved, disgusting, backwards, and despicable Islam is. Wow. Okay. Tell us how you really feel, Basil the Great. All credit to Rupert Lowe for saying this. quote, Muslim men are taught to believe they are superior. It's about servitude. Their job is to spread Islam and punish the infidel. Let's
A lot of it's about servitude and about, there's other stories in here about women having to lick the feet of their rapists. It's about power, it's about servitude, and it's about the fact that Muslim men are taught to believe that they are superior, not only to women, but they're superior to people like yourself and myself, who are considered to be, if you like, the infidels. And their job is to effectively spread Islam and effectively punish the infidel. And as you probably know, in the Crusades, if you lost to Saladin and you were a Knights Templar, a Crusader, you had two choices. You either converted to Islam or they killed you. And in the case of a lot of these girls, a lot of them were made pregnant. They were impregnated, and they then had to convert to Islam. Some of them were trafficked to Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, other parts of the world.
All right. The thing about servitude I would defend is that I would say all religions are kind of centered around servitude. So to try and point to Islam as an exception, they want the focus on servitude. I think you can find that in all religions. All religions, one of the things that they all have in common is they want people to serve, right? Whether you're serving Krishna, whether you're serving Christ, the point is you have to serve. So I would defend that specific point about Islam. And the thing about Muslim men are taught to believe they are superior, I would also say it kind of encompasses other religions. Maybe not as aggressively as Islam, right? But there is an implicit conclusion, right? That if you are Hindi, right, to the Hindi, if you are Hindi, you are on the right path and you are better than the people that are not on the right path. I don't think it applies the same for Buddhists, but I certainly know it applies for Christians, right? Again, not as aggressive as Muslims, but the conclusion is still the same of like, yeah, it's better to be a Christian. At least that's how the Christians see it, right? So the job is to spread Islam and punish the infidel. Again, right? Christians, their job is also to spread Christianity, right? Sure, the whole thing about punishing the infidel, clearly this is something that only Muslims believe. Like only the Muslims believe that, if you're not with us, we need to eliminate you, right? Everyone else is like, if you're not with us, we can coexist. But that's the only part that I feel like from these quotes that have been put here by Basil, those are the only points that I would say I would not. So that's the only point that I would say that I would not defend. But I would defend the other points. Not to say I'm defending Islam, but to say that this is not something unique to Islam. Other religions, especially the Abrahamic ones, like the Jewish religion as well, they do teach the practitioners of those said religions to believe that they are superior in some way to those that are not the same as them. Yes, servitude is a big part also of these other religions. Yes, their job is to spread these other religions. The punishing of the disbelievers, I believe that is unique to Islam. I do believe that is unique to Islam. Let's see the comment section. The reason hundreds of thousands of women and girls have suffered rape and abuse for decades is because MPs have failed to do exactly that. Okay. Churchill. I don't know. When I see these, I'm like, did Churchill really say that? Like, I haven't even read it, right? I haven't even read it. But I'm like, did Churchill really say this? Let me copy this image. Let's feed it into ChatGPT and see if Churchill actually said that. Because you know how it is, man. You know how it is nowadays. Did Churchill really say this? Right, so the image is still loading on ChatGPT. So we're gonna let it keep loading, and then we'll go back to it. Let's see what this guy is saying. The British people fought these Muslim fanatics at Omdurman in 1898. I have no idea. I know nothing about this specific history. The British army had to slaughter them because they refused to surrender. That is how fanatical they were. Some say fanatics, some say faithful, tomato, tomato. Nothing has changed with basic Middle Eastern Islam since then. I would agree with that. They still believe Islam will take over the world and that the infidels need to be eliminated. In Britain, that means you. When it comes to Muslim assimilation in the UK, you can domesticate a tiger, but one day it will turn on you because of its nature, with disastrous consequences. Close your borders and deport them now because they are already turning on you. All right. I don't know anything about this war, but I do agree that, yeah, the fanatical nature of the religion and the practitioners of said religion has not changed since forever, right? But let's see here. Okay, so ChatGPT says, ChatGPT says that Churchill did say this. It says, yes, but the image is slightly edited and incomplete. The core quote is authentic. Winston Churchill wrote it in 1899 in his book, The River War, a historical account of the reconquest of the Sudan. Based on his experiences during the Mahdist War in Sudan, it appears in the original 2-volume first edition. The image says, individual Muslims may show splendid qualities, but the influence of the religion, Islam, paralyzes the social development of those who follow it. No stronger retrograde force exists in the world. I'm guessing maybe he changed his stance after he met the Nazis. I'm guessing. The actual passage is longer and reads in part. Let's read the actual passage. Quote: individual Muslims may show splendid qualities. Thousands become the brave and loyal soldiers of the Queen. All know how to die, but the influence of the religion paralyzes the social development of those who follow it. No stronger retrograde force exists in the world, far from being moribund Mohammedism. I just want to add this to that person's quote, because people be putting all types of stuff on the internet instead of putting the full quote. The full quote reads as follows. God damn it. All right, so let's delete this. No, I'm not going to upgrade to premium. You can kiss my ass with that shit. Let's take a picture. Let's take a picture. The person, I feel, didn't want to include the fact that that there were Muslim people even back then fighting in the British Army and dying in the British Army. That's why they shortened it. Because notice the part that they kept out was the part that people were fighting and dying for the British Army with Winston Churchill in the Sudan War. Notice that. You were so full of shit. That's your point? Listen, for me, whenever you disagree with someone, if you just go for insults, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. It seems you have consumed a lot of shit, Johnny boy. Now they're trying to cover the part God chosen. Okay, I don't know what that means. Ghost of Christopher Hitchens be like, don't forget what absolute traitors most of British Parliament are. They are just as guilty of the mass rape and genocide being carried out against the British natives as the Islam. Genocide. Like, people just use words. No one even knows what it means anymore. People just use words. Bravo to the British MP Rupert Lowe for telling the truth about how Muslim men are taught they're superior and how Islam is depraved and barbaric. It takes real integrity, strength of character, and a commitment to truth to speak so loudly against this vile, backwards ideology in today's climate. Thank you, sir. All right.
Ours, inshallah. Allahu Akbar.
What's this?
Britain will be ours, inshallah. Allahu Akbar.
All right. There's a lot of agreeers in the comment section. I want to see the disagreeers. This guy thinks you're being played. Okay. Explain. Okay, this guy says, I suspect so, but from a certain angle, when compared to any other party, they're playing one heck of a hand. And that's a point I wanna like drill down on a little bit. People will tell you, oh, Trump is vile, he's this, he's that. Okay, but why are so many people, right, listening to him? Why did so many people vote for him? It's because there was such an environment created at that point in time that Trump was the common sense choice. And it's getting to the point in the UK where people like Rupert Lowe are becoming the common sense choice. That's the problem. That's the problem. Let's see another disagreeer. He's exactly right. Just listen to it. He was great. Every human. Suggest all Brits read the Quran. Here are some horrors. It says here, slay the unbelievers where you find them, make war on the infidel. Is this, I don't know, man. Does the Quran actually say these things? Hold on, let's see if ChatGPT agrees. Does the Quran actually say these things? Uploading the picture. Before they rape me, they would chant Bismillah, here, whatever, in the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Before they rape, oh my goodness. Jeez. All right, let's see if the Quran actually says all these things. Some of the images are based on real Quran verses, but many are misleading, oversimplified, mistranslated, or omit important context. Here's the breakdown. All right, so the first line that says, slay the unbelievers wherever you find them, it is partly accurate. The explanation, it says to fight those who were fighting and expelling Muslims during a specific conflict. The preceding verse says, fight in the way of God those who fight you, but do not transgress. The image omits that context. Yeah, still, I'm not. This is still a massive red flag for me. I'm sorry, even with the context. Still a massive, massive red flag. Slay the unbelievers where you find them. Yeah, massive red flag. Next, make war on the infidels living in your neighborhoods. This is partly accurate. Let's see the context. It tells believers at that time to fight hostile disbelievers nearest to them. It is generally understood as referring to military conflict during Muhammad's lifetime, not a blanket command against all non-Muslim neighbors. Yeah, but during Muhammad's lifetime, specifically, that is how Islam was spread, right? He was a warlord. Why are we pretending that? All right, you know what? Let's just move on. Let's just move on because I feel like I'm gonna get stuck on this. I feel like I'm gonna get stuck on this instead of covering all the other bookmarks that we had saved up for the day. So let's move on. Let's move on. Moving on, Dominican Republic dealing with illegal immigrants. Let's see how they do it in the Dominican Republic. Oh no. Moreno, cuidado.
Ay, gran poder de Dios, Moreno, el comandante. Cogiste de vale. Jesús Santísimo, una guagua entera, dejamos pedales. Cogió los pedales.
Moreno means black. So yeah. It's funny because these two, right, in Europe or wherever, would be seen as like the same difference. But colorism is a thing. Because he is a darker shade of brown, he is worse than this guy. And probably the guy filming looks like this guy, a lighter shade of brown. And they now probably consider this guy different from them. It's funny, like humans, we will always find a way to differentiate each other.
Ay, Dios mío. Qué juidero quemó.
Ay, ay, ay. He tried. He did try to run.
Ay, 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 otro más. Si el mundo corre para acá.
Did they catch another one? Alright, so what I will say is that illegal immigration is illegal immigration. I don't care what your context is. Illegal, it's in the word. Illegal. It's in the word. Alright? This guy says beautiful to watch. I wouldn't say beautiful, but you know what? It's the right thing to do. He's not laughing. He's either Zimbabwean. Why is he Mozambique? What? This is probably a South African. Yeah, South African. I wish I could say I was surprised, but all right. So they don't have devil forks that side. Yes, these are professional law enforcement officers, not a jobless vigilante group. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. Let me see the comment section. Why they don't stay in their country, says someone who ran away from his country to Malta. Ooh, okay. All right. Kind of heartless. Well, clearly the Dominican Republic has competent law enforcement that is not corrupt and does their job. Unlike the South African police, who have now forced civilians to take matters. Oh, this is all about South Africa. How do you know about professional? Idiot, you come back What's this? Idiot, you come from a skunk-ridden, hungry country, footsack. Oh my lord. Alright, a country belongs to the citizens, not politicians. If the government failed to represent citizens, they will take matters into the... You know what? That is true. That is true. I bet that boy Nigerian, come on. Bro, forget to fly high. Moreno. The country is very xenophobic. I don't know. I think if you just, you know... What just happened? Caught in 4K while speed running. What's this? He scanned his face. 60% match Hussein Adams. From where? He had a TikTok page. Wow. All right. At least this one done by the authority, not lawless citizens. You ain't going nowhere. They don't look serious. They didn't even check if he got injured. He's fine. He's fine. This is serious and not good. Deal with them. Bro lost the flight that could have saved his ass. It looks like a lot of activity in the street. I wonder if this is a common occurrence there or something specific to this day. Ah, man. Listen, like I said before, I don't condone acts of illegality. Like, I have traveled before. I lived abroad. And I can't defend people doing like illegal stuff. I can't do it. In my opinion, like I've never been illegal. Wherever I've been, I've never been illegal. When the time was, like I always had the thing when the time was almost up for my visa or whatever, I'd either renew it or leave. But this business of staying as an illegal, I can't agree with, man. I don't care what the race is. Like, I'm not like one of these hypocritical South Africans, for example. Like, if a white person from Germany, if their visa has run out, they need to leave, right? If it's a Chinese person, visa has run out, they need to leave. I'm not one of these South Africans that's like, no, if it's a white person, it's fine, they can stay, even if they're illegal. That's not me. For me, illegal is illegal. The word matters. I'm not down with the idea of, no, it's okay for certain illegals to no, that's wrong. Let's move on. Here we have Serge Philly reporter. Excuse me. Serge Philly reporter gets stalked by a leftist who doesn't want a woman at the Pride March in NYC to talk to him. Then that woman puts her in her place. She says there's nothing wrong with asking controversial questions. There might actually be hope out there. Let's see.
The Pride organizer interrupts Serge Philly's interview and instantly regrets it.
Again, this person is following us around right now. Basically trying to stop us from getting any interviews at the Pride Festival in New York City. Very unfortunate. Would you like to do a quick interview about why you're out at the Pride Festival?
Sure.
Gotcha. What's your name and why are you out?
My name is Katya.
Your name is Katya?
Katya. Yes.
Why aren't you letting a woman speak?
Oh, he's content farming.
I'm doing interviews.
Doing interviews.
And is there something wrong with that?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get what the issue is with content farming. Other people are doing it. But I am sitting here telling you that I am informed, that I am consenting, so I'm not sure why you're still here.
Ooh.
Can you leave them alone? They want
She's
you
like,
to
go
speak.
away.
You're interfering with their right to speak. And this is a member of your own community who you're silencing.
Speaking of
because you don't
content
like
farming.
what they have to say, or you don't think you'll like.
I mean, you haven't even gotten a chance to ask me anything yet.
Serge Philly just trying to
Hopefully it stops and we
conduct
can
interviews.
It's always, we want women to have a voice until that voice disagrees. Then then women don't really need to have a voice. Then it's not crucial for women to have a voice.
Yeah, because as long as you guys are being respectful, you're not trying to rage bait anybody, and you're not out
Just asking questions.
here causing issues, I don't see why you can't ask controversial questions.
Yeah, and I haven't rage baited you. We're having a good conversation.
Exactly.
Entirely respectful.
And you asked to take an
All you've done, all you have done is ask controversial questions, and there's nothing wrong with asking a question on a topic that's controversial.
Again, this person is following us around right now.
Wow. There's still hope.
Terrible. Terrible. I come from the time when asking questions was a good thing. Girl has the answers, she will be moderate, then Republican very soon. Incredibly surprising and refreshing. Hope is alive and well. Another Ellen Page story. Another one on some DJ Khaled shit. The girl being interviewed is very respectful. And so is Serge Philly. The only one being a twat is the lesbian wannabe dude. Love seeing this. Not too often do they condemn their own side's actions for what they are. That colorful lady is so based. I was pleasantly surprised. Well done, made my day. Because not all people that are forced to be classified by gay, straight, bisexual, transgender believe in the whole politics or the identity politics. And sometimes I think people have to be undercover to go participate in an event, but they don't 100% align with, for example, Pride. Maybe they're not there more to be with a bunch of people. And it's good that these people can have their own brains and function and have different perspectives, but also be able to have a civil conversation. And the crazed people, like the lady in red, she's the problem. And unfortunately, that's what dominates the LGBT community, is the same people that go by the word queer. We are the same people that swear they're being persecuted, but they're not. They sure do like to try and silence their own side. As you have to agree with everything. If you disagree with anything, you're out. Those are the rules, right? I don't make the rules. It's just how it is. All right, let's move on. I found this one to be funny. He's always good at looking at the hypocrisy of issues. This has many issues. Let's see.
Thank you. So the Pope says you can't vote for Trump because he has a strict immigration policy. You know who else has a strict immigration policy? Heaven.
Never mind heaven. The Vatican, ladies and gentlemen. The Vatican is one of the most controlled cities in the world. You don't just walk up and get into the Vatican. But sure, let's use heaven.
If 20 million illegal aliens can help our economy, why didn't they help their own economy?
Damn. 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 It is a good take. It doesn't cover everything because obviously, right? It's not immigrants that set policy in countries. It's not immigrants that are like corrupt politicians that ruin the countries that they come from. But it's still a point. It's still a point.
So it costs $450 billion to care for the migrants who invaded our country.
Uh-huh.
And yet they told us $10 billion for a wall was too expensive.
What? Let's hear that again.
So it costs $450 billion to care for the migrants who invaded our country.
Uh-huh.
And yet they told us $10 billion for a wall was too expensive.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Got it. If requiring an ID to vote is racist,
Uh-huh.
is boarding an airplane and driving a car and buying alcohol also racist?
Yeah, because to board an airplane, you need a passport. To drive a car, you need a driver's license. He's right. He's fucking right. Is that also racist? Is it sexist too?
This economy is so bad.
Uh-huh.
$33 for toilet paper? We can't even afford to shit. So the left banned prayer in public schools because it's offensive?
Yes.
But they won't let us ban drag queen story hour because free speech?
Because I guess prayer is not speech. I don't know. I don't know.
I wonder what's worse. So in America, if you cheat to get into college,
Uh-huh.
you can go to jail.
Uh-huh.
But if you cheat to get into America, you can go to college for free?
Huh.
Los Angeles is run exclusively by Democrats, and they're the ones that say they're going to clean up the environment.
And Los Angeles apparently is a shithole. Apparently it is a shithole. I have never been, personally. I have never been. But apparently Los Angeles is a shithole.
If America really is the most racist...
It is not. It is the most dangerous place for a black man to be, though, in terms of like getting killed. But not the most racist, no.
unbearable place on earth, why does everyone want to move here?
Dude, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Believe people's actions. Don't believe what people say, right? Don't believe the leftists in America talking about America's horrible, but they won't fucking leave. Don't believe the immigrants that tell you that America's horrible, but they keep coming in. Don't believe that, right? This is like try to imagine a woman that says, no, my husband does love me, but he beats her ass every day. It's like, are you sure he loves you? You know what I mean? Or imagine a friend of yours that's like, listen, I'm trying to lose weight. I am serious about losing weight, but they eat KFC for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. It's like, you really trying to lose weight? All right, sure. Actions over speech.
The difference between the government and robbers is that robbers don't pretend they're helping you. Just so you know.
That is true. Robbers do not pretend like they're helping you. Oh.
Calling someone privileged because they're white is judging someone by the color of their skin.
1,000,000%.
So a man who doesn't want to take care of his kid is a deadbeat dad.
He is. Dude, don't make me disagree with you. I've been agreeing with you for most of this.
But a woman who doesn't want to is pro-choice?
Yeah, but the thing is, the woman, right? Fuck. The woman is... Oh, okay. I guess in this context, the woman would be a murderer, not a deadbeat, because the child is not alive. Jeez.
Got it. So a mother can abort her baby if she doesn't want the responsibility.
Yes.
But a father will go to prison if he doesn't want the responsibility.
Yes. Women can kill children. Men cannot. Those are the rules. I don't write them.
Interesting. We live in a time where intelligent people are being silenced so that stupid people won't be offended.
That's
good. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah. This is the best one. Intelligent people are being silenced so the stupid people won't feel offended. True. More importantly, how don't he gain weight, man? Yeah, that's a lot of desserts. He's just eating desserts the whole freaking time, just munching down. Do you know the guy's name? I mean, besides Scoops, etc. In other words, his legal name. What about no prayer and no drag queen? Oh, man. All right. There's no disagreeers here. Exactly. The Vatican has the most strict immigration policy. Not the most, but one of the most strict on the planet. No disagreeers. Love this guy, love this guy. God damn it. No disagreeers. All right, let's move on to the next one. I thought we were going to have some disagreeers. This one is surely to be full, like packed full of disagreeers. It's a video by Charlie Kirk.
Why do you think your son is conservative?
I have no clue. I'll let him answer that question.
That's a bad answer. You know, hold on a second.
Hold on, I'm trying to pause the video. God damn it. I hate when Twitter does this. It'll randomly, like the pause function will randomly just stop working on Twitter. I don't know what that's about.
Conservative.
I have no...
All right, there we go. It's working again. Charlie Kirk dropping straight facts as always. I wouldn't say always. I wouldn't say always. The voice of reason America need. It's too bad he's gone. Unapologetic, sharp, and fighting for the future of this country. Real leadership right here. Who else is tired of the nonsense and ready for the truth? Let's see.
I have no clue. I'll let him answer that question.
That's a bad answer. You know, hold on a second. You as a father should listen to your son.
Yeah, man. Like, as a father, you should know your children inside out. You should make time to speak to them, to get to know them. They don't have to be like your best friends or anything, but especially your sons. Nah. You need to speak to them. You need to listen to them, like Charlie is saying here. You need to listen to them. You need to try and impart all the wisdom, all the experiences that we have learned. We need to impart all of that to our sons so they don't go through as much suffering as we did. They need to go through a little less suffering than we did. That's the goal. That is the goal.
Shouldn't say, no, hold on a second.
I listen to him all the time.
But hold on, but then you just said you don't know.
I don't know where he went so bad. I mean, come on. It's like, I don't know where he went wrong. I don't know how he went off the rail.
Would the smarter of the two like to chime in here? Yeah.
The smarter of the two.
Absolutely. So I used to be at one point on my father's side. And upon doing my own research and seeing things firsthand, I've switched sides. And I've seen like the liberal tears that he has. Like.
And here's the thing. I feel like political parties, you should never have a political party that is like your football team or your basketball team. Like, Manchester United is my team. It doesn't matter who owns the team. It doesn't matter who's managing the team. It doesn't matter who's playing number 9. It doesn't matter who the goalkeeper is. We just got rid of Onana, thank God. It doesn't matter. Manchester United is the team for me, right? At least in the British Premier League. In Brazil, it's Palmeiras, right? Here in Mozambique as well, it's Palmeiras. That's my team. It doesn't matter who's playing for it. You should never choose political parties and be loyal to them the way you're loyal to your sports team. Don't do that. Unless you work for the political party. And even then, there's been Republicans that turned Democrat. There's been Democrats that turned Republican. Politics it's a fluid thing. And you should never become partisan and stuck in whatever political party. Because for the people that don't know, the Democrats were the ones that were forcing racism back in the day. They were the ones who wanted the slaves to continue. Today, they're not that party anymore. But if you were, let's say, a member of the KKK, Imagine if you were stuck with the Democrats and you're like, no, 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 I'm definitely 100% with the Democrats because they want to keep the slaves. If you were this cycle, right, you would be stuck in a terrible scenario right now because the Democrats have now switched, right? And both parties, all parties switch from whatever it is that they currently say they do. So every time it's election season, whether it's for the Senate, presidential, whatever, especially if you live in one of these privileged countries where you can actually make a choice. Like I live in Africa, right? I live in the third world. We don't get a choice, right? We get dictators, and that's pretty much it, right? But for the people that live outside of Africa and you can legitimately voice your opinion and whatever you vote for, you actually get what you vote for, never tie yourself down to one political party. Read up, do your research, search your soul for what you are actually interested in, for what you want to see change in wherever it is that you live, and then go vote. But never just have a preset, I support these guys type of mentality. You're doing yourself and you're doing democracy a disservice by doing that.
The way that he's complaining, and it's like,
Like I would say the son, I would agree with the son, because the son used to be a Democrat. He switched to Republican. The father's always been a Democrat. I'm not saying the Republicans are right, but I feel like anyone that is in a situation that they can never switch parties because policies change, this person is ideologically captured, and that's dangerous.
Antagonize. You have to honor your parents. Don't antagonize them, okay?
100%.
So
I do respect my father, and I love him.
And you should honor him, and you should also love your son and see where he's coming from,
But back
right?
to your point, though, we talk every day about politics to the point where it's divided us. And so for him to say that he does not know where I stand is
So let me ask you, why do you think your father is a liberal?
This is why I know he's a liberal. Because he voted for Kamala Harris, and he didn't even know why.
Do you think that maybe he wants to believe government will do good? Maybe that's...
Of course. Okay,
good. Is that a good answer?
Yes.
Now, maybe your son is going more conservative because he thinks government hasn't done a lot of good. Is that maybe...
Yes, that is quite literally what was happening. The people that were insisting on the Democrats were the people that were like, no, now they're definitely going to get it right. Like they got it wrong, right, with Biden. But with the next one, they're definitely going to get it right. Whereas the people that went Republican are like, no, they've been fucking up. So no, we want something different.
a fair charitable interpretation?
That makes relative sense.
Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. So you guys have a generational divide. You look at government as being probably a force for good. He's grown up in a circumstance where he's seen government declare wars and do a lot of nonsense like the Iraq War. He's not in his head. You know, trigger the financial crisis, accentuate income inequality. So what I'm just saying for you too, because a father-son divide is more important than politics.
I would have really liked to hear Charlie Kirk's take on the Iran war.
Politics is really try to come down at what generational perspective do they have finally. Where do you get your news from?
You, baby.
Okay, sir, where do you get your news from?
I don't watch any kind of video media at all. I get it mostly by reading, and I go through a broad spectrum of different sources.
So here's what I'll just say.
He reads newspapers, essentially. Dinosaur, ladies and gentlemen. This guy probably has a wall of the New York Post in his house.
Is that never let politics get in the way of the beautiful relationship between father and son.
Exactly.
My advice first is for the son to the father, understand he comes from a different generational perspective. He thinks government is probably a good force and, you know, that we shouldn't question our institutions. Now your son, understandably, is seeing it harder than ever to own a home. He's seen a border wide open. He's seen lies from politicians. He's seen the enrichment of the ruling class. And instead of interrupting and want to get in an edge, smartly be like, maybe my son is processing a way that I might not agree with, but he's growing up in a different circumstance than I ever would.
Yeah. 100% agree. 100% agree. Miss you. The world was a better place. Where are the disagreeers? Where are the disagreeers? Oh, here we go. Charlie Kirk was an ass. That's it, bro. That's all you've got. Let's see. Let's see if you responded to anyone in here. Oh, now see, responding to vitriol with more vitriol. You're a nigger. I'd rather be an ass than a nigger. Goddamn. This is the problem. This is the problem. This is why I say, like, for me, you should never default to insults, because as soon as you default to insults, whatever was being discussed is gone. It's over. Let's see if there's any more disagreeers. Wow. Okay. This is why they killed him. Yes, it is. This is why they killed him. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Bill Gates has something for us. Bill Gates, digital ID will control your every move. Your body, your money, your food, and your vaccines will decide if you get permission to live or get shut down. Resist, do not comply. Is that what he said?
Another place that India leads, but there's a lot more that all of you can be involved in driving forward, is this digital public infrastructure. You know, no country is more able to take government benefits and get them out efficiently and effectively to their citizens than India. You know, you would have expected rich countries or others to do that, but in fact, they did not. And so that basic structure that starts with identity and bank accounts and payments is just foundational. And as part of this visit, I'm now seeing how that foundation is being built out in agriculture with profiles of farmers to understand what they need and give them advice, built out with health records so that we can help people not only with infectious diseases, but the challenge that's coming in the future with the growth of the non-communicable diseases being a huge thing. And that digital public infrastructure will help us with these climate problems. I was in Odisha yesterday, and what they showed is that they've registered the farmers and registered what type of crops they grow and what land they own. Mm-hmm. They literally have a control center. You know, when you walk in, you think, wow, this is agriculture, but, you know, you've got a command center and maps and people doing queries and sending out messages. And so that all starts, you know, with an Aadhaar identity, listing those farmers, getting the information, making sure it's up to date.
Okay, he didn't say any of that. He's just talking about digitizing farming. I don't know, man. I think this post here is a bit of a stretch. Like all these likes, did people even watch the video? Have we gotten, like, we were at a point where people weren't clicking to read the article. Are we at the point that no one's clicking to watch the video? Is that what's happening now? I'm a bit disappointed. I am disappointed. Let's move on. Blue Sky put an intolerance label on this. What is the intolerance label? I may get a lot of hate for this on Blue Sky, but I do not agree with the pedophile lifestyle. This is why balance is important. You cannot be liberal to the point where it's like, oh, let's also, you know, be okay with pedophilia. You cannot do that. There must be a limit. At some point, there must be a limit. Blue Sky is so bad that even Will Stansel has had enough. I don't know who Will Stansel is, but let's see the comments that he put up. I don't think I can take any more how much of this community is built on just finding other people to do weird performative hate rituals around. People have figured out what the right figured out a long time ago, which is that everyone agrees to play the game. It doesn't really matter if what you're saying is true. It's soul destroying when you're the target. It's soul destroying when other people are the target. it's soul destroying to try to get people to calm down and be truthful. And most of all, it's soul destroying to take part. I don't even know what this is about, honestly. Let's see if there's any comments here that will elucidate me. Something's up with the internet. Actual retail price. I don't even know why he's on that site. We protect him. Oh, the fuck is that? Be the team player of a right winger that Stancil thinks you actually are. I don't even know what that's about. Blue Sky loves them pedophiles. Terrible. Is that actually real? Yeah, that's like my question. Mom, what is Blue Sky? It's Twitter for pedophiles. Yeah. I am intolerant of pedos and proud of it. Imagine spending your life putting intolerance labels on things, either literally or just informally finding random shit in daily life to be offended by. Blue Sky is filled by psychos. The entire platform is the intolerant being intolerant of others. It's true enough. It's true though, it is intolerance, but Blue Sky assumes intolerance towards anything is bad. Facts. Intolerance label with kind of limp-wristed shit is intolerance label. What the hell kind of intolerant okay, what the hell kind of limp-wristed shit is that? Anyway, we should be intolerant. We should be. Wood chippers. This is nuts. Oh, okay. Someone said I see no label. He found the post. And there's no intolerance label. You know what? Props. Someone found it. So maybe this is fake news. Who knows? Maybe it is. Moving on. We have a funny video. I thought this was funny.
I love cold showers. How did the mirror fog up if you took a cold shower? She said that
Jeez, man, I'm telling you, Twitter and not
I love cold showers.
Pause videos. You have to like play the whole video, like, and then you can pause it. Anyways, this chick said, I love cold showers. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this escalate to levels completely uncalled for. But you know what? Still entertaining.
How did the mirror fog up if you took a cold shower? She said that she loves cold showers, not that she had a cold shower. If she had a cold shower, she would have said so. Even if she does enjoy cold showers, would it not be contradictory for me to say I love mustard and then show a picture of a bottle of ketchup? That is an unrelated hypothetical to the dilemma at hand. To engage with such would be to engage with a fallacy. You can't object on the grounds of relevancy here. The principle of both situations is the same. He's just illustrating the situation to prove that it's deceptive. Are you claiming my client's a liar? I'm simply saying one can see in Exhibit A that she is not above attaching deceptive imagery to her statements. Let the record reflect that you brought up the word liar. My client has already stated that she bathed in hot water and then in cold water. You failed to consider that both could be the case, yet didn't hesitate to say she's above deceptive imagery. Looking wildly unprofessional there. At no point did she imply that she bathed in hot water. Her statement only implies that her water transitioned from hot to cold. I must say, no shower control system I've ever encountered starts on hot and moves to cold. You failed to consider the possibility that she took a hot shower, disliked it, and then took a cold shower to make up for it. Thus, only enjoying the cold shower. If she knows that she loves cold showers, why on earth would she start with a hot shower? There's no way she'd wait the time required for the water to heat up if she knew she disliked hot showers. Where is it stated that she knew she disliked hot showers? Not only is that information trivial, it's also ignoring the possibility that she wanted to try out a hot shower to see if she still disliked hot showers. It's hot, then cold, wouldn't the cold water have unfogged the mirror? That's not how it works. Yes, it is. The cold would unevaporate it. Order in the court. That is enough. The prosecution has a point, but neither side has enough evidence to support with their claims. This trial should be postponed until sufficient evidence has been gathered. Adjourned.
Listen, this is why the internet exists.
I love cold showers.
Like, this is the purpose for the internet existing. My dead ass watching the whole thing. I love this video. Every time it appears, makes me laugh with how creative people can be for this. Like I said, the internet is for having fun. People be having fun. Oh, yeah. I have the answer. As a person who takes cold showers in winter, the fog is possible. When you finish the shower, your body temperature is high, so the water starts evaporating. That produces the fog. You even control it to produce more fog. People always ask me that on trips. First guy who asked why the mirror fog up if she took a cold shower. Waiting for the jury's final verdict. Absolute cinema. Fact. Could we just stop and appreciate her? Oh, come on. Stop it. People need to stop gooning. People need to stop gooning. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. This American man, pretending to be a woman, fled the U.S. for the Netherlands for asylum. Now he regrets it because of all the Muslim migrants who violently target him. You can't make this stuff up. Let's see.
Between here and there is a bunch of Algerians and Moroccans or whoever who think that queer people should be beaten. I think that this system where you have people just living out here that are unhappy is not good.
Yeah. And do you think it's safe here?
No, I don't think it's here.
Oh, it's scary. It's legitimately scary. I decided that my mental health is degrading so substantially being here that I just need to get out. And the situation that I have in the U.S. as a trans person, not good, right? But here I will be hurt or killed. Between here and
I have a better suggestion. Instead of going back to the U.S., I think Palestine is the place to go. I think you should go to Gaza. I think that's the place to go. Here and there are a few Algerians and Moroccans who think that queer people should be beaten. What's this? Effing idiots now in America and coming to town near you. Thanks to all the loony fucks left and corrupt politicians allowing unchecked, uncontrollable, illegal immigration for years is nothing else to say. What's this? This is from The Guardian. A sense of betrayal, liberal dismay as Muslim-led U.S. city bans pride flag. What's this? That awkward moment you realize two liberal Democrats are sitting next to each other and the one on the left supports throwing the one on the right off buildings. Oh no. Oh no. You could not live with your own failure with that brain. It's nice seeing people get face to face with their suicidal empathy. Don't play the victim to circumstances you created. Congratulations, you played yourself. Oh, damn. Gays for Islam. No to Islamophobia, no to racism and fascism, yes to equality and diversity. LGBT against Islamophobia. Islam for gays. Oh, man. What's this? There's no reforming this rogue and monstrous agency. The only way forward, abolish and prosecute ICE. Ooh, This is something for us to look at another day. Useful idiot. You left your country where you can have them deported if they laid a finger on you to be a refugee in another country. Typical. Peak left-wing insanity. The world is a giant mental asylum. Isn't it ironic? Ah, goodness. No give backs. This guy. It's called karma and it's pronounced ha ha ha. But I'm on your side. Maybe he should just try going to Gaza. Like I was saying, like I think that's the best place to go. Like just try Gaza. You will be received better, in my opinion. Queers for Palestine be like Jews for Hitler.
On the count of three. One.
Queers for Palestine in NYC LGBTQ community demand solidarity with Gaza.
1, 2, 3. Fuck Israel!
And we understand
Uh-huh.
that Palestinian liberation is black liberation.
I know that a lot of these people have good hearts, but they're like riding this wave that is not based on the facts of the history of this region, and it breaks my heart.
Facts of history. You want people to go study? You want people to look at context? Are you crazy? Crazy old white woman. Crazy old white woman. We hate Israel, apartheid, and U.S. settlerism. Ooh. All right, all right.
The occupation has got to go. Hey, hey.
Oh, Yo. This haircut. This haircut. Yep. Like, I used to think the mohawk was sexy back in the day, and then it got appropriated by the wrong people.
Sad because people don't.
The Israeli government
say
funds
that.
Hamas. The Israeli government funds Hamas. Queer rights, trans rights. We say no to genocide. Queer rights, trans rights. We say no to genocide.
Chickens for KFC.
On the count of three.
America is the best place in the world. Trans retards literally think words of violence. Comparing America to second world countries is wild. Dude, it is crazy. Suicidal empathy meets reality. This proves how the majority of bad faith actors are living in privileged bubbles and are truly just sociopaths, voting to fuel their own self-loathing existence to make themselves feel better about helping a poor immigrant safely behind gates and security. The moment they're living directly inside the things they voted for, they see the cost. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Someone made some AI stuff about Trump. Let's see.
Their leaders are gone. They had leaders, they're gone. And they had another set of leaders, they're gone. Now they have another set of leaders, they may be gone. Who knows?
He did say this.
And you know what? I may be gone too, because I'm their number one target.
We're not playing around this time.
Their leaders are gone.
And why give him the locks though? Like I need to understand why you give him. Oh, America first is just the slogan. Israel first is the policy. You know what? I would agree with this. I would agree that that's kind of what it's looking like. What are we doing? Why does Hegseth have the cornrows? Oh, this is very funny. The Europeans are going to miss all this comedy with all their new online. That's true. That's true. Oh, fuck. That was some funny shit. That was some funny shit. What's this?
They want to make a deal. They want to make a deal so badly. They want to make a deal so badly. I do see a deal. And it's looking very good that we're going to make a deal. This process should go very quickly. We're going to end that war very quickly. We're in the final throes of what will be a very, very good deal. And they want to make the deal a lot more than I do. We have our deal done with Iran, and it should be successful. We're making an amazing deal with Iran. They want to make a deal with us very badly. They're dying to make a deal. They're giving us a lot. They want to make a deal so badly. They want to make a deal. And they want to make a deal so badly.
They want to make a deal. Yep, they really want to make a deal. The Trampanos. Oh my goodness. This is a classic. I love it. I love it. What's this? What's happening here? Fuck all of that shit. They will mess you up, believe Trump. Oh, there's another one.
Their leaders are all gone. The next set of leaders are all gone. And the next set of leaders are mostly gone. And now nobody wants to be a leader over there anymore. We're having a hard time. We want to talk to them, and there's nobody to talk to. We have nobody to talk to. You know what? We like it that way.
We have nobody to talk to. Idiocracy. People need to chill. Honestly, people need to chill. All right, let's move on. That's enough laughing. Let's move on. So the Odyssey is coming out, the new one, with Christopher Nolan running the show. Lupita Nyong'o is supposed to play Helen of Troy. Objectively speaking, right? This is a very beautiful woman. In my humble opinion, Lupita Nyong'o is a very beautiful woman. Maybe it's because I'm a black man and I've been looking at black women my whole life. I don't know. Like, maybe there's a bias there. I don't know. But I think she's very beautiful. I think it is indefensible to say that Lupita Nyong'o should play Helen of Troy. I think it's wrong. I'm not a fan of it. They shouldn't be doing it, in my opinion. I think it's a bad choice. It's a bad move. And it leads to reactions like this from that Star Wars girl that says she's not even the most beautiful woman at a gas station, let alone the world. I think that's some bullshit. I think Lupita Nyong'o is a very beautiful woman. But she's not Helen of Troy. The same way Ryan Gosling will never be Shaka Zulu. You can say he's good looking. You can say everything you want. Ryan Gosling can never be Shaka Zulu. Lupita Nyong'o can never be Helen of Troy. The original post says Lupita Nyong'o is probably one of, if not the most beautiful women on earth. But oh no, a bunch of racists with internet connections are already shitting on the Odyssey because it doesn't have historical accuracy. The Odyssey is a myth. Take all the time you need. Obviously, this post got ratioed to hell, right? Obviously. But I would agree that she is definitely one of the most beautiful women that I've ever seen. Like, she's gorgeous. I think Lupita Nyong'o is very beautiful. This thing about calling people racist, I think that's bullshit. I think that's cope. It's cope. This author is coping. People that say that Lupita Nyong'o should not be Helen of Troy are not racist. Right? The Odyssey, yes, it is a myth, but it is set in ancient Greece. I could write a myth set in ancient Swaziland. If someone 100 years later made a movie about that myth, and then had a white character representing someone that was distinctly described in my myth as a Nubian queen with thick, full lips, dreadlocks for hair, beautiful mahogany brown eyes, right? And sun-kissed skin. If someone then cast someone that looked like, I don't know, fucking Bryce Dallas or a white woman. If someone then cast a white woman to play this person, because Helen of Troy is not just, in the myth, Helen of Troy is not just described as a beautiful woman or the most beautiful woman. They talk about her skin color too. The color of her eyes too. Shut the fuck up with this false equivalence talking about racism and historical accuracy. Hell yeah, there needs to be historical accuracy. Because there is a setting, there's a time period. Maybe Greece in 2050, because if you go to Greece right now, in the year of our Lord 2026, Greece does not look like Lupita Nyong'o right now. The fuck. And obviously it got ratioed to bits and pieces. You're begging for people to attack her looks so you can claim some sort of moral high ground. Just know that it's all preposterous. You're trying harder to convince yourself than anyone else. She will be great, mark my words. Anyways, that's all I have to say about that. Like, I think Lupita Nyong'o is freaking beautiful, but she should not be playing Helen of Troy. That makes absolutely zero sense, in my very humble opinion. Let's move on to the next one. Next, we have Tommy Robinson saying, "We don't hate women, we just hate women like you."
Women hate men as a system.
Women hate men as a system. Huh.
Men hate women as people. And it's like when we say we hate men, we are really saying we hate the patriarchy. We really hate the system that keeps...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's always the land whales. It is always the land whales. Always. It never changes. It's always the land whales. Because, do you know who holds up the patriarchy more than anyone else? It's not men. It's women. A classic example is who pays for dinner. In some places, a couple of women will insist. But the most that they will ever do is split the dinner. They'll never pay for the dinner. And if they do, best believe you ain't getting none. Best believe that. It is what they are. And some of them might deny it, right? But a lot of them, you'll find videos years later. The same ones talking about, oh, he pays for this, he pays for that. I feel so taken care of. Because that's what they are. They like to be taken care of. There's nothing wrong with knowing what you are and leaning into it. There's nothing wrong with that. But the land whales, right, they have to lean into something else. Because if they try to lean into what they are, no one wants to do that for them.
men in power and keeps men harming us. Men hate us as people. Men hate us individually.
There's always the skinny girlfriend.
And keeps men harming us. Men hate us as people.
There's always the skinny girlfriend talking about you look beautiful as you are. No need to lose the weight, baby. You're good. As soon as she gets off this pod, she's going to a man.
Men hate us individually. And sometimes people are like, why are you so angry about the patriarchy, Kristen? I don't think people are aware of like the level and the quantity of things that their fathers and brothers and grandfathers and friends and boyfriends and husbands have been saying to me for like 13 years.
What have they been saying to you? Have they been telling you that they love you, that you're beautiful? Have they been lying to you? Is this what's going on?
Constantly, every day. I am not overreacting. I am reacting appropriately. Women hate men.
Okay, so no points were made. All right. All right. Tell me what I need to do next. Injection. Oof. We all know that she's never had a boyfriend. We all know this. Why are we lying? Bitch, you harm yourself 3 times every day when you stuff your face with 2 men's worth of calories. We didn't do that shit to you. Brave. Brave of you to assume that it is only 3 times a day. Let's see some disagreeers. Okay, here we go. So misogynist Tommy, Muslim men. Okay, so misogynistic Tommy, Muslim men. Excuse me. Muslim men are better than those British patriots. That's why white girls flock to Muslim men. Listen. You know, I'm not going to type it. But at least Fatima is acknowledging that the Muslim men are not British. Because she's the one who's differentiating them. She's the one who's differentiating Muslim from British. She did it. If she thinks men hate her, wait till she hears what women are saying behind her back. Where are the disagreeers? I want to see hold on. No. I want to see disagreeers. Where are the disagreeers? 2 weeks on the construction site should sort that out. They'll never hate men again. God damn it. Where are the disagreeers? No disagreeers. I wish I could find like a filter on Twitter where on every tweet I could find like which one has more comments than likes. That's the one, like that's the filter I'm looking for. It's a lot of agreeers here. Oh well. The only disagreeer was someone that was bringing, excuse me. The only disagreeer was someone that was bringing religion into it, and I don't want to get into all of that. Anyways, that's the stream for today. I will see y'all tomorrow. Stay safe. Enjoy life. 'Cause it's